This is TechCrunch.
Airbnb launches a network that lets hosts hire other hosts. I'm Imran Sheikh, and get ready because it's time for your Daily Crunch for Thursday, starting with 3 big headlines. It's a big week in Kindle land. Along with refreshes to the base Kindle, Paperwhite, and Scribe, the company's introducing something many of us never expected in a devoted e-reader: color. Earlier this year, Amazon's chief e-reader competitor Kobo introduced the $220 Libra Color, which leverages Color e-ink. The technology has thus far received mixed reviews. The new Kindle ColorSoft, on the other hand, takes a whole different approach. Rather than relying on the e-ink technology that powers the Kobo, Amazon opted to build the full stack in-house. The company tells TechCrunch that Color has been one of the most requested features for its e-readers, but the company had to strike a balance before adopting it. A number of factors come into play here, including battery life, contrast ratio, and image ghosting. Color is created through 5 filters applied to the display itself, combined with the front light. It's a change from the standard sort of backlighting we see in tablets, which is both a hit to battery and can impact sleep patterns when reading immediately before bed. Now, the Color Kindle doesn't come cheap. The device starts at $280, a $90 premium over the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition, and a full $170 more than the new base-level Kindle. That said, though, it's still $120 cheaper than the new Kindle Scribe. The new Kindle ColorSoft Signature Edition is available for pre-order starting Wednesday. It'll start shipping on October 30th. Well, looks like Google's introducing a new feature that'll help you find the cheapest flights for your next trip. The company announced on Wednesday that it's adding a new Cheapest tab on Google Flights. Up until now, Google has displayed what it considers the best options at the top of the results based on both price and convenience. However, some people may be willing to give up some convenience if it means spending less money. Now, if you click the Cheapest tab, you'll see the lowest prices available. For example, you might see a link to a third-party booking site offering a lower price than the airline itself, or you may see the option to save money by flying back to a different airport in the same city you flew out of, such as departing from New York's LaGuardia and flying back to JFK. Google notes that some of the options under the new tab are more creative, as they include things like longer layovers, self-transfers where you book 2 connecting flights yourself, or the option to buy different legs of your trip through multiple airlines or booking sites. The new tab is rolling out globally over the next 2 weeks. Airbnb hosting has become a complicated business, from setting up a listing and managing the property to understanding price dynamics, communicating with customers, and tracking earnings. The tricky part is that the more properties hosts manage, the harder it becomes for them to juggle everything. To solve this problem, Airbnb is introducing the Co-Host Network feature, a place where hosts can find top-rated local co-hosts to help manage properties as part of its winter release. The travel company's setting up a LinkedIn or Fiverr-like hosts for hire network consisting of highly rated local hosts. Currently, Airbnb has onboarded hosts with a rating of at least 4.8 and a minimum of 10 hosted stays. This company has on board 10,000 hosts onto the network in 10 countries, including Australia, Brazil, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Mexico, Spain, UK, and the US. These hosts can help with things like listing setup, setting prices and availability, booking request management, guest management, on-site guest support, and cleaning and maintenance. They can set up their own prices for offering these services. The hosts seeking these services can learn more about co-hosts, their skills related to co-hosting services, and their service rates on the profile page. Airbnb was touted as a passive income vehicle for the longest time, but with more travelers using different services, the expectations for bookings grew. As a result, hosts had to become professionals, and they also saw declining income from property booking. With this network rollout, Airbnb is giving hosts the opportunity to earn money when they are not managing their property. Let's now go over to producer Dennis with today's startup business news in about 1 minute.
Thank you, Imran. And Fable has gained a reputation as the go-to startup for helping companies build digital products that are more accessible to people with disabilities. After raising $25 million in new funding, the Toronto-based startup is now expanding the communities it supports and working to make AI training data more inclusive. Fable started in 2020 as a way to consult more easily with accessibility experts and people with disabilities, so anyone building a product could have the best advice on making it as accessible as possible. And meet Storio, a French startup that's focused on providing smart energy storage for commercial and industrial customers. Founded in 2023, the startup raised a $5.5 million seed round earlier this year and assigned its first client. Storio believes solar panels have a bright future, but the company also wants every solar panel to come with a battery to optimize production. And that'll do it for me. Imran, back to you.
And that's your Daily Crunch. Today's stories were reported by Brian Heater, Ivan Mehta, Aisha Malik, and more beautiful, lovely TechCrunch journalists. We'll see you here tomorrow, same tech time, same Crunch channel. And until then, find us at TechCrunch.com.